Airstream Adam here. Now I'm going to show you a pre-owned 2024 Airstream Rangeline. The Rangeline has a 3.6 V6 engine that has 276 horsepower with a 9-speed transmission. So walking around the outside, this is definitely on the ProMaster RAM. But the Airstream will add some special things to it. So they're going to add to the underbelly, they're going to add the sumo springs to the back and then super springs to the front. This is going to make it so that when you're traveling, it's not going to feel like a van that you're traveling in. It's going to feel like a high-end Airstream motorhome. Around the outside, you have this really nice step that they put in. This is a sturdy step. I couldn't make that wobble if I wanted to. I wobble that, I wobble the entire van. So very sturdy, grippy, with the leash link built right in there. Above us, you have the manual awning, super easy to put out. You put the awning arm into this side over here, and then you just twist that open and it comes right out. Very easy. Once you get to the 2025s, there'll be a mount right here for a JBL speaker mount. That will be for the 2025s. They also will cut in some windows right into this Airstream ProMaster. The bed is in the back in this unit, and so they'll put windows on each side in the back. Guess what? For that airflow, they want that cross ventilation, so you don't have to be running that generator. You don't have to be running that AC all night long. Coming around to the back side of the unit, I love the ProMaster van. I love hinges. I'm talking about hinges. Look at these hinges on the Ram here. I mean, that is just a lot of ingenuity going into these ProMaster hinges. Looking up top, while we're looking up there, you do have a rear vision camera. That rear vision camera is built into your rear view mirror. And so you don't have to waste space with your infotainment system to be looking behind you. You have two different screens there to look through. The previous owner did add this seat cover here. This unit is going for $109,900 plus tax, titles, and fees. They added this here to it. You have this 2-inch receiver here as well, so you can absolutely tow with this unit. You have 3,500 pounds of towing capacity with this Rangeline van. I'm going to open up the back for you so you can see a couple of things about the door specifically and some of the accessibility features of this unit. And so the first thing I want to show you about the door is you have this molly panel here. This is actually made out of metal. You can hear that, I'm sure. And so there's different things you can do with this. You can either strap down things on the inside of your van and strap it to the back here to secure your load, or you can hang things off of this like pouches or even more storage. You have another pouch down here for your the hose that hooks into your spray port, and you have the same thing behind you on the other side. And then while we're over here, I love that they have the fresh water tank locked up on the inside so it can't be tampered with. But then the other benefit is that other brands that shall not be named, they will actually put right here a water inlet. So to access your water inlet in those other brands, you actually have to leave your back door open. That doesn't make any sense. Airstream does it differently, and I'm going to show you on the back side how exactly they do it differently. But while we're back here, you can see all the strap downs that they have. So there's little pins that you can put down with D-hooks, and you got some there and some back there, and that makes it so that you can actually bring your electric bikes or anything else that you want to strap down very easily. Strap it down to the bottom, and you also strap it down to these molly panels, and then you're good to go. You're absolutely good to go on your adventures. And then the little details here, you got your battery disconnect in an easily accessible spot, some plugs for your camp experience, and then even the small things that they're doing with this aluminum diamond plated guard going all the way around also matches the Airstream aesthetic, and is also a testament as well to Airstream's quality. They're adding that Airstream quality and the Airstream longevity to everything that they do, even those little items like that. So you have 2 exhausts, you'll notice. One exhaust is going to go to your generator, and the other exhaust, I'm really excited to tell you this, is to the Timberline hydronic heating system. What's the big benefit of that? They actually don't have any propane on board in this unit. It's rare to find no propane in a unit unless you go to like a $500,000 motorhome, but they have the same style of heating, the hydronic heating that you see in $500,000 motorhomes. They have that same style of heating right in this Rangeline here, and no propane, just like those $500,000 motorhomes. So it's one less thing that you have to fill up while you're out in your camping adventure. So you also have your smart plug, just like the rest of the Airstreams. This is 27 times more metal-to-metal contact and super easy to take out and put back in. You don't got to worry about screwing in that chintzy yellow cap the whole time. Easy to access sewer area, so your valves, your gray valve and your black valve are right here, right next to all of your items. The reason I'm unscrewing this panel here is because this is actually where they put all of those, all of your connections. So you have your black tank flush. Guess what? Your black tank flush, very close to your sewer area, easy access. They love to make it easy for you. You have your water port as well for your water inlet for if you're hooked up. And then also you have your spray port for your hose. And this is a magnet, it comes right off, so if you want to make this a little wider, you can. Then you can put it anywhere you want to. And so if you were to zoom out just a little bit and you were to see the back of this unit, so let me get this in here. The big thing about having all these things within the panel is that if you look at this Ram van, what you're seeing is a clean appearance. If you look at other RAM ProMaster camper vans out there, what you're going to find is you're going to find all these holes cut in here for vents, for water, for this, for that. This just looks like a really nice high-end ProMaster van. It does not necessarily look like a camper van with all those cutouts in it. We'll go to the inside the other way. A nice little step bar there too for your entrance for the driver as well. I like the nice aluminum wheels here, black on black. This is a Telluride exterior color, almost like a charcoal style of color. And then you also have the blue interior in this RAM ProMaster, in this Airstream Rangeline. So at this point, I think we can head on in to our Rangeline van. First thing I want to point out is how spacious and open the floor plan is. Other vans, you can't even stand up all the way. I can stand up here, but then also I can walk all the way down and all the way back unimpeded. Other things that you notice right away is how pleasant of a living area this is right here. I love car picnics. I love car picnics. I tell everybody about car picnics. And so you could just imagine, I have me driving, swivel that seat around, my wife is here, my son's there, we're going getting some fat, we're traveling. We don't want to spend a long time eating lunch or dinner. We sit at this table. Let's see if we could swivel this around. And then we get even more dining space, and it latches in these 3 different spots. And so we can all be eating at this table, eating our donuts. I like holy donuts here in Maine. We can all eat our donuts with our coffees here at this table as a family, but also in private. Sometimes on vacation, I don't want to be in public, you know, this is my vacation. So I love car camping, car picnics, and this is the ideal car picnic layout. Some of the specifics, since I'm sitting in this seat, I like to point out that this seat has a really nice firm vinyl. It's nicely ridged in its textures. And also it looks really nice when you see it. Almost got like a racing sort of look to it with the high contrast of the blue to the creamy white. Obviously the seat does swivel too. And they also upgrade from the ProMaster seats and they add some foam between the ProMaster seat and the vinyl exterior to make it really soft and comfortable. Since we're in the front, might as well start up here. So once you take a look at this, let's see if we can get some things on in here. Can I start this? So the infotainment screen is huge. That's a really big infotainment screen. I think that's 10 inches, if I'm not mistaken. And look, you got the map that came right up. And then you can look back here too. And here you're seeing that this is the camera for your rear vision camera. And so what you're seeing here is you're not seeing a camera on your infotainment. You're seeing the camera where you're trained to look already when it comes to what's comfortable and convenient for where you look going down the road. So this is a very safe feature. Some of the 2024s have this, all the 2025s have this, but the big infotainment is huge. I mean, this is what people like to see now. You know, the touch screen, the media, you can hook up to your phone, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all of those features. Another feature that is available on the 2025s is the 2025s will have adaptive cruise control and the blind spot assist. Those features are not available in this particular unit, but if you want 2025, you absolutely do get those features standard. Adaptive cruise control will slow down automatically once you start to approach the car in front of you, up to a certain point. You can adjust at what point it'll start to brake. And the blind spot assist will flash when it sees a car that is next to you, so you don't accidentally hit somebody in your blind spot. So those are some of the key features of the front end, along with all the other great aspects of the RAM ProMaster, including your electronic digital LED screen, and all of these nice features. So while we're up here, we got a nice little storage bay up top, so you're going to have a lot of extra storage here. When you look up, you see the max air fan. That's 920 CFM of air. That's a lot of airflow. You open a window near the bed, crack that open, put this on, and you're going to get cross ventilation going all through the entire unit, right across your face. This unit does have the option, if you were to buy a new one, with a pop top. What that would look like, you'd have a square cut out right here, and you'd manually push that open, and it would have tent sides and push right up. To be a ladder here, you can climb up for extra sleeping if need be. So that is an option if you wanted that option. It's like a $10,000 option or so. Now here, moving towards the midship, you have these cabinets here, very strong cabinets with these really nice springs that's holding up very strong. And you're going to get 27 different storage areas in this Airstream Rangeline. You have a nice little net going on right there. If you were to see right here, talking about the storage, you just have, oh, your induction cooktop. Can't forget about that. So this is a 1,000 watt induction cooktop. So it can go right here, or it can go outside. That's why it's nice to be portable. But the big thing is that it's portable so that you have that counter space if you want the counter space. But if you're cooking, you put that there. This is 1,000 watts. 1,000 watts is nice because guess what? You have a 2,000 watt inverter. And so you can run this off of your inverter. So you don't have to have that generator on in order to run your cooktop. While I'm talking about the generator, I think we should move on to that next because we're talking about power and things. So you have your 2,000 watt inverter. You have a solar panel, Merlin solar panel on the roof, military grade solar panel. So you're trickle charging your battery. Your battery is a Battle-Born lithium ion 270 amp hour battery. So you're getting lots of power there. And on top of that, you have a generator. And when I show you this screen, there's a lot of great things about this screen, but the big thing that I want to show you is auto gen start. And so enable auto gen start, and you get to this screen and you can, oh, I gotta hold it, that's right. You can set the generator to kick on automatically under certain conditions. And here's the screen to do that. There's two conditions. One, it goes off of time. And so max gen time, the run time, when does it start, when does it end, but then also to your battery. And so if your battery drops below a certain percentage, it can automatically click on and then it will stop once it reaches whatever you set it to. So you could set it to, let's see if I'll turn it off later. So you can set it to kick on at 70% battery capacity and then turn off at 80% battery capacity or whatever you want. So auto gen start, an amazing feature for this ultra quiet 2.8 kilowatt generator. Continuing down the kitchen area, lots of storage. Again, 27 different storage compartments all throughout. I could open each one for you, but you'd see all the same thing, just an amazing amount of storage. The JBL speaker here is pre-installed in this spot, but you can take it off if you want to. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can take that off. You can move it wherever you want to move it. You have your stainless steel sink here with your nice fixture that moves around, along with all these shelves. I think the previous customers might have added this on here, so we won't talk about that. Moving on, even more so towards the midship, you have your wet bath. This is a really nice wet bath. Although I can't stand up all the way, I would definitely deal with it. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm taking luxury showers when I'm out in my camper van. But you have lots of extra features here where you actually have a sink, so you can brush your teeth or what have you. And the mirror that swivels out is in a convenient spot relative to that. And so I can do everything I need to do in the bathroom, right in my wet bath right here. And then when you dump this, that dumps everything in the sink down the drain. You have a shower and your toilet. If I sit down on the commode, plenty of space for my legs. And then you also have this tambored style door here. Really nice texture, keeps all the water in, does everything that you need it to do. So I can close you out or open it back up. Over here you have your refrigerator. This is a 12-volt refrigerator, works right off of that lithium ion battery. The freezer is right up top here as well. A little bit of space there in the freezer for your frozen goods. You have your microwave right there as well. Peek around there, you got a decent size for your microwave. More storage up top. But I'm really excited to show you the bedroom. So the bedroom is over here. I think what I'll do is I'll open this door. I think that'll make it even easier to show you. Do I open it this way? I'll just go around and do it. Because I think that'd be the easiest way to film it, right? Let's go exterior just for a moment, just so I can set that up. So the ProMaster van, it's the best in class. Everything that Airstream ever tries to do, they always try to do it best in class. If you find other Rams out there on the market, they're not going to have all these features. They're not going to have a 2,000 watt inverter. They're not going to have that Merlin solar panel. They're not going to have that ultra quiet generator. They're just not going to have all these features. You stay out here, I'll go in here. And so here you have the bed set up. And so obviously in this mode, you can load up everything that you need for your trip. Some people don't need a lot of stuff, so they can just leave the bed down for their trip. So however you want to do it, you can do it. So I like to just put this down. So this straps down, I unstrap it, and then I straighten out the bed. I latch that in, so that bed is there. And then I put this up top, and then I open that up, and then I got the bed. And so this bed, I'm gonna lay down on it because people feel skeptical about the amount of space in here. Again, I'm 6'1", and I am perfectly straight. I don't have to scrunch up at all, which is really important for people because you don't want to have to be scrunched when you're in bed. But I want to mention the pop top again, because the pop top is an insanely long bed. I could sleep up there. I could have 3 of me up there, no problem. If you need extra sleeping, you can do that. But if you're only sleeping 2, you and your partner can definitely sleep here. Other things I want to point out, the AC is directly above the bed. That's a key spot to have, that AC. If you like the AC on at night, there's no better spot than directly above your bed. On the ceiling, you have these aluminum panels. Of course, that's the trademark Airstream look, but there's functionality to it too. The functionality is that it's not gonna be that wallpaper that peels and falls apart over time. This is riveted in. It's riveted in just like the outside of all these Airstreams. It's riveted in just like the Golden Gate Bridge is riveted. These are strong. This is a strong way of fastening a ceiling on. And it's also not gonna hold odors. Also, it's easy to clean. There's a lot of reasons why the aluminum panels in the ceiling make a lot of sense. So that's everything that I have about the Airstream Rangeline, this pre-owned 2024 going for a $109,900. I hope you got some value out of it. Thanks for watching, take care.